Hi guys, my name is Fabio, welcome to my channel. Here we chronicle my year studying abroad so I can help you guys find your own adventure. And today, as I promised, I'm gonna do 100 things about me, one for every subscriber this channel has. And I am so thankful for every single one of you that are subscribed to this channel, that are supporting this cause. Thank you guys so much for just everything, all the support and everything. 100 things about me. Let's get into it. Number one, my full name is Fabiana. I don't have a middle name, just Fabiana. That's why Fabi for short. Easy. I have my last name is Echeverria Rios. That's what it is legally. It's not hyphenated, it's just separated by a space. I think my mother deserves a space in all of my IDs. I think it's unfair that in the US people only use one last name, so I'm keeping both of them. I can also name 8 of my last names: Echeverria, Rios, Sartori, Schaffer, Acosta, O'Connor, Mercados, Blas. Both of my parents are married. I have one younger brother. I was born in Valencia in 1996. I grew up in Caracas. I moved to the United States in 2008. I was bullied throughout elementary school. I was super emo. I liked Black Veil Brides and all those bands and had tried to have the haircut. As you can see, my hair is kind of curly, so it doesn't do the thing. All throughout middle and high school. My favorite band is the Beatles, next is Green Day, third is Morrissey or the Smiths, fourth is Muse, and fifth is Swimmers. My favorite movie is a complicated relationship that I have with my life. That's not the title of it. I have, every time I think of my favorite movie, I think there's too many facets to movies to tell you, oh, this is my one favorite movie. I love Marvel films. My favorite Marvel film so far is Civil War. My favorite X-Men film is First Class. My favorite Harry Potter film is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Just like movies, I can't tell you one favorite author. My favorite authors are Kafka, Joyce, Salinger, and Camus. All very existential, train of thought type, yeah. My favorite books are either Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, or The Stranger by Camus. My favorite Harry Potter book is The Prisoner of Azkaban. I just love Harry Potter in general. Sirius Black is my favorite character. I love the Marauders overall. I'm a Gryffindor. Hawkeye is my favorite superhero. Magneto is my favorite bad guy, even though I don't consider him a bad guy really, because storylines are complicated. Gambit is my favorite X-Men. I love the Hannibal franchise. Will is my favorite character. Red Dragon is my favorite book. Silence of the Lambs is my favorite movie of that series. Season 1 of the TV show is 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Love it. I think it's one of the best things of television I've ever seen. That led to my very deep love for Mads Mikkelsen, who is like daddy AF. My favorite actor is Michael Fassbender, and my favorite director is Steve McQueen. No, 12 Years a Slave is not my favorite movie because of that. It is a great 10 out of 10 movie, but it's the kind of movie you can only watch once, so I wouldn't consider it my favorite movie. The first film I owned as a kid, according to my parents, is Snow White, and I was obsessed with Little Mermaid when I was little. That movie still makes me cry. My dad used to rewind the I love you daddy bit. Because that's where I bawled and just fell into tears, and he used to rewind it over and over just to watch me he said go through the emotion, but it's torture. Right now, when I think about it, my favorite Disney film is The Lion King. My favorite Pixar movie is probably The Incredibles or Inside Out. I'm not sure, but I love them both. Is Inside Out a Disney or a Pixar movie? The fact that they're both 3D now is very confusing. My favorite comic book, which I forgot to mention, is Matt Fraction's Hawkeye. My first concert was Cristian Castro. He is a Mexican singer who my mother loves, and he was very much my childhood. My latest concert was Troye Sivan. The next concert I'm going to is Green Day. My favorite concert, probably Muse, just because it was the perfect combination of the energy, the emotion, and the production value, I think, overall. And it was the next day after my 16th birthday. Also got to touch Matt Bellamy. It was fantastic. My least favorite concert I've been to is probably Bon Jovi, just because it had the big production aspect, but I was in fuck off top of nowhere, Asia, and I just didn't feel I don't know, it just felt more like a show. I could have watched it on TV and it would have felt the same. My most emotional concert, I want to say Paul McCartney. I would put Morrissey right next to it. Paul McCartney, because he sang a couple Beatles songs that were really emotional, and he gave stories, and he talked about George Harrison and John Lennon, and then he sang Here Today, which is a song he wrote about John Lennon, and John Lennon just means so much to me that I think I remember, like, it's so vivid. I remember listening to him sing that, and I looked up at the sky and just closed my eyes and just thought, like, he still lives within, like, everyone that loved him and loved his music. And yeah, John Lennon just means a lot to me. But the Morrissey concert, I was just like, from the second he got on stage, I was in awe. Like, just my face the entire time was just like, oh my god, like, it's him. He's there. It's just this weird, really weird energy that there was in the room where I was just kind of like so incredibly drawn to him. Like, I've seen all of my favorite bands and it's never happened like that. Like, I've never been so like in general, my favorite genre of music is punk rock. I fell in love with it thanks to Green Day. You can keep your criticism whether Green Day is punk rock or not to yourself. I don't care what you have to say, honestly. Either way, they got me into The Clash, The Ramones, and everyone that followed after those two bands. So even if you don't think Green Day is punk rock like their influences are, and like I love all their influences, so music has honestly been a big part of shaping who I am today. I applied to be a music major in university. I didn't make it. I play guitar. So instead I became a English and Spanish double major. There's no hard feelings, honestly. I think I'm better off doing what I'm doing right now than doing the music major thing. I think I'm a lot happier doing this. I want to go to grad school, and my dream grad school is UC Berkeley. Torchwood was like one of my favorite TV shows, so is Dragon Ball Z, Power Rangers. I have 3 tattoos so far. I'm getting a 4th one. One is the Pisces symbol you see right here. The other is this, the one you saw the video about, the Cerro Avila, which is a mountain in Venezuela. And this is the 3rd one. That's so hard to show you guys. I don't want to stand up because I'm wearing pajama pants. It's this one right here, which is from Les Mis. It says "To be free." It's said by, oh god, I'm pretty sure it's Courfeyrac, because I think I remember it was a conversation between Marius and him, and it makes the most sense. Les Mis is one of my favorite things ever. I can't tell you the movie, the musical, the book, like all 3 are just my favorite things. Some of my favorite things. Enjolras is like a model to follow in my eyes. I think he's a fantastic character and I adore him in so many levels for so many different reasons. American Idiot and Les Mis, therefore, are 2 of my favorite musicals. I love art in general and I love going to museums. I love snapping or sending snaps while I'm at museums. I love making fun of paintings. I think it's completely okay. Those babies were real ugly and I have a right to say that. I've been watching YouTube since about 2007, 2008. I remember when Fred got 1 million subscribers, I was subscribed to PewDiePie before he got 1 million subscribers. This is my 3rd attempt at a YouTube channel. The other one was the same channel many years ago. All videos have been gone and erased. The other one you've heard of is Friends. It's, I think we're gonna start it back again when I move back to Miami. We'll see how that goes. Jules said she wanted to start filming, so maybe it'll come sooner. My goal is to have my channel look like Nibbles or Drew Scott's. I think they're so aesthetically pleasing. It's honestly just what I want to do, have my videos look beautiful. Just a bit of a switch, more personal stuff. I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, basically just a hormonal imbalance. You're gonna see some days it'll look like I have a little shadow here. That's just because I grow a bit of facial hair. That's why my arms are so terribly hairy and why I get my period very, very regularly if it wasn't for medication. I also have very mild scoliosis. If you look at a thing of my back, it just kind of looks like has like a little whoop. So it's not perfectly straight, it just kind of goes very mildly. I have knocked knees, which means that my knees, if you look at them, like, they'll be like that. And I can't put my feet together. I also have flat feet. I am not made for running, as you can see. I have a pinched nerve on my lower back. I've played tennis, kickball, soccer, and now I play Quidditch. I dislocated my shoulder playing Quidditch. I broke 3 bones on my foot skateboarding, and I broke my elbow horseback riding. Also, the pinched nerve on my back comes from a fall I had when I was a counselor at a summer camp. I've never had surgery, and because of all the problems with my lower body and my back, I hate jogging. Even if I love doing sports, just jogging is like, I've sprained both of my wrists and many fingers. When you play kickball and all you do is throw and catch balls, and also I was a goalie when I played soccer, so yeah, my hands are very fucked. I'm non-binary. I'm attracted to men, especially their butts. I love flowers and black and white clothing, even though I'm wearing a jean shirt right now. If you know me, I just love very monochrome, very white and black minimalistic clothing. I love literature, but I don't love poetry. I'm a feminist. I really wanted to vote for Bernie Sanders. I recently became a United States citizen, like literally a week ago, and I now have 101 subscribers on YouTube. Let me know some facts about you in the comments below. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that other YouTube bullshit. Share this video if you think someone will learn something from it, and I will see you next time. Bye!